Hi guys, it's Phaedra from Phaedra Beauty. How are you? I wanted to do a quick little tutorial for you guys. It is about my velvet makeup sponge. Okay, so what it is very similar to a sponge that you guys already know about. But this is velvet. It's microfiber and it is velvet. And so what you do, if you're familiar with the other sponge, you do want to wet it, okay? So once you wet it, it does get increased in size. So you can kind of see the difference. This one is dampened with water and this one is not, okay? So it does increase in size just slightly and it's very, very soft, okay? Now, let me tell you about this sponge and what makes it different. Like I said, it is velvet, and it is like microfiber. So when you dampen it with water, that is the key word, to dampen. You don't want to wet it too much. You just want to dampen it just a little bit so it's not holding too much water. Once it is dampened and wet, it's gonna feel like it's not. So it's gonna feel like it's still dry, but it is wet. Trust me, it is. So, but like I said, you don't want it wet too much, because if it's too wet, then once you apply product to it, it's gonna streak. So you just wanna get it, like I said, that is the key word, to dampen it with water, just slightly. And once you feel it, you're gonna be like, it doesn't feel wet, but it is. Okay, so now, what I like about this sponge to use with my powders, I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of old school, and you know, I've been doing makeup for a number of years, and I don't know, for the old school makeup artists, do you guys remember this puff that we used to use back in the day before like that the sponges came out? So this is what we use, and the crazy thing is that my velvet sponge is very, very similar to this puff. The material is very similar, which means it's velvet. So, and the way that it picks up powder and it applies and adheres to the skin is very similar to how we used to use this back in the day. So that's what makes this sponge, which is a microfiber velvet sponge, very, very special in picking up powder. So I'm just gonna use a little bit on me right now. So my makeup that I have on right now, I applied it this morning. I am a little dewy, a little shiny, a little greasy. So I'm gonna do a little touch up, and I want you guys to kind of see what it's going to do, okay? So I do have my beautiful beauty journal, which is right here, okay? So I've got it in dark. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my other video, but the color that I use underneath my eyes is OM4, which is this color right here, okay? OM4. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and just so you guys know, there is a mirror on the back, okay? So once you open it, it does have like a little mirror here on the back. Okay, so I'm gonna dip in to my olive medium 4, or OM4, which is what I call it, OM4, okay? And I'm going to, this is how much is on my sponge, okay? Just a little tiny bit right there. It really picks up a lot. So it depends on you, how much you want to put. If you want to put like a little bit, if you want to put a lot, you want to just do like a building effect to it, you can, to create like a really nice second skin, and you can do that, okay? So here we go. We're gonna put it right underneath my eye. You guys can see me. And I just do like a little patting motion. Just kind of take off shine, excess oil. Like I said, this makeup that I have on is from this morning, and I have not had a chance to touch myself up at all, okay? You can kind of see the difference between this side and this side. So we're gonna tap in a little bit more, okay? Well, let's put some on this side. You see me there? And just do a little patting motion. That's all you need. And it just really it really just gives you a really nice second skin. I love it. I'm doing my forehead, and I'm gonna do a little bit on my chin and kind of see how it's taking the shine off. Doing a little on my chin, underneath my nose. Now, I'm not gonna contour my nose today. I just kind of wanna show you guys how, you know, the sponge works. I've done a little bit of like soft contouring on the cheeks, but I am gonna do a little bit here on my hairline, and I'm going to use my MD3, which is this color right here. This is MD3, you guys can see that. I'm just gonna do a little bit across my hairline because it is a little shiny, a little oily. Okay, just a tiny bit to take off the shine and do like a small little contouring there. See that? A little tiny bit more. So this is what it looks like on my sponge. Okay. Tiny bit more. Just doing a little contouring across the top of my forehead. And I'm gonna do a little bit of contouring. Just touch up my cheeks a little bit. Kind of see that. And then bring it into forehead. Okay. And bring it into the forehead on this side. Now, I kind of like to bring it in a little bit here, and I create like a blush, oddly enough. You know, it's very, very natural, okay? So, again, the sponges, they are $6.99 on my website, which is phaedrabeauty.com. And again, you just want to dampen it slightly with a little bit of water, and you don't want it too wet. So again, it is not going to feel extremely wet. It's going to feel dry. You're going to be like, oh my God, it doesn't even feel wet. It's not going to feel wet, but it is going to soften. It is going to expand. This is it dry. This is it with dampened water, and it does enlarge a little bit, and it gets very, very, very soft. Okay. And like I said, again, it reminds me of old school, our puffs that we used to use back in the day to like dip into powders to give you that second skin. So this velvet is very, very similar to this this velvet here on this puff here. So that is the difference. It's beautiful when you use it on powders, both loose and also pressed powders. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, comment, and share. See you guys later. Bye.